This is the Turtle Beach Stealth 600 Gen 3 headset. That's right, we're already at the third generation of the Stealth 600. I think I've actually reviewed all of them, so this is a little crazy. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well, and let's dive in and talk about this third generation of this wireless headset, which comes in at a bit of a budget offering, but is something that's actually really great for what you have available. So they also have the lower 500, and then there's some higher end ones as well. I think I've got reviews for all the different headsets for Turtle Beach, so you can always check those out on the channel if you have any other questions about these afterwards. So let's dive in. So it is wireless, so we've got a USB little port that will take up one of your precious PlayStation ports, this little wireless receiver, so keep that in mind. And you get a small little USB-C charging kind of cord if you need to charge your headset. But I mean, with 80 hours of battery life, you will probably not have to charge it too often. That's incredible battery life, like absolutely insanely incredible. So let's dive in and talk about this. So this headset is the 600 line, so it's the third generation. It's a pretty popular lineup, I think. You get a microphone with AI microphone audio boost so that you sound even more clear. Yeah, I know, right? Gotta throw AI into everything. You know what I'm talking about? So let's just leave this spot here for a mic test so you can hear how it sounds. Turtle Beach Stealth 600 Gen 3 microphone audio test. There you go. That's the audio quality for this particular headset. In case you were wondering about, well, basically how the microphone sounds on this particular offering. So this one is a little bit more limited in terms of range, but it's got a flip up to mute offering. It's got some nice cushions, memory foam cushions, which are glasses friendly using the glasses friendly technology from, well, Turtle Beach. We've got 50mm drivers, nano clear. It's got the superhuman. It's got spatial sound support, or, well, I guess you would say it's got really intense, well, spatial sound support. They've got like a, they call it like vibrant spatial sound support, so it makes it sound cooler than spatial sound support on other headsets. But yeah, that's kind of what you're dealing with. We got a whole range of different buttons here. So you can adjust like your audio for your game, your sort of microphone, how everything sounds, you know, your party chat and all that stuff. We've got 2.4 gigahertz on this one bandwidth with a 5.2 Bluetooth support, so you can pump in some other audio and everything like that. That's always the cool thing about Turtle Beach is you are getting the high-end audio quality settings, but in a more affordable form factor that I always think is really, really great. So usually it's the build quality that goes down a little bit, but you do get and keep all of the audio features like 50mm stuff like that on a headset like this is absolutely phenomenal and pretty great bang for your buck, honestly. But let's go talk about all the buttons. So tons of buttons, mappable buttons. You got different EQ variable things. You've got different settings for this. You like plug it in, charge it, everything like that. Lots of different audio settings and profiles that you can create and customize and tune to whatever you want them to be, which is kind of awesome. You can adjust the strap a little bit. So if you do have a larger head, this one can kind of fit it. Now, that being said, I did find that the band on this one is a little heavy. And if my hair is messed up, it's because I'm wearing headsets all day doing this stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it fully, but I'm going to try to. As I messed my setting up that I had prior because I'm adjusting the straps. But yeah, so essentially I found that, well, the cushions are kind of nice. It could be a little softer, but the cushions do feel really nice on the ears. They do feel like they keep relatively cool while I was playing and stuff like that. I didn't have any issues with like overheating and that. But I did find that the top band feels really cramped with this headset. I don't recall if that was a thing I had an issue with last time. Like, it's got a nice kind of foam thing, and I think once your foam sets, it's kind of decent, but it feels a little heavy right here on the head, and it just like it feels a little cramped up on this spot, which I didn't really love that feeling, and it just feels a little. It sounds really weird, but like atmospherically, it feels a little bit more cramped up on the top portion here of my head too, which I didn't necessarily love, but you kind of get used to it after a while when you're gaming over longer sessions, and it's not too bad. You kind of get used to it, but it's just particularly right here, it just feels really tight. And I don't know if that's going to bother some people more than other people, because I've tried lots of different Turtle Beach headsets, and I normally don't have that kind of thing where this part, well, some headsets I have issues where this part kind of feels like it's a thing, but Yeah, I'm assuming most people won't have that problem, but it was something I did want to highlight just in case. So it's quite floppy. It should fit around your head nicely. Its form factor, as I said, you got the glasses friendly tech and everything like that, so you don't have to worry if you got, glasses. And it should be big head ready too, because I know a lot of you guys have those issues. Some of you have large heads. It sounds weird, but I've reviewed headsets for like almost like a decade or something now, and it's like I've had so many questions about like head shapes and stuff like that. It comes up more often than you think. But yeah, it's not too bad bang for your buck in regards to like microphone and audio quality. I mean, it's got all the form factor, all the stuff you would expect out of a headset. Pretty, straightforward in what it offers. The highlights here, obviously the battery life, it's incredible. Up to 80 hours is like, it just goes and it goes and it goes. And, you barely ever have to worry about charging. I mean, you do eventually have to charge this kind of stuff, right? But if you're like playing and charging it after your night or anything like that, or you're going out and about for a few days with your headset for whatever reason, you're good to go. There's different models of this. Like, obviously, this is the PlayStation version, which is an interesting thing for me to get sent, but, happy to cover it. There's, like, a different Xbox version. This should work on your, like, Switch and your PC offerings, too, right? So you just plug it in and use it like regular headphones and everything like that. So it's got, like, a nice aesthetic to it. It's, like, a matte white. It's clean, it's clear. They say it's got like a flat design is sort of the aesthetic that they're going for this particular headset. So I get that. Yeah, it's just like it's a nice, clean, modernized version of this headset. And I'm assuming because they keep doing generations of this headset, the fact that we're on Gen 3, which I just remembered like the other day doing the first gen or whatever, and they refresh these headphones all the time to give you better value, new features, and better sets. But the thing that really it always comes down to for Turtle Beach is like affordability and good value and bang for your buck, which I always believe that they do deliver on thoroughly across the different headsets and stuff that I've reviewed over the years. And, the building materials for this one actually feel like a big step up from the 500, which I've also been working on. So I was doing the Stealth 500, now I'm doing the Stealth 6. And I'd say the biggest thing is just kind of like the quality of the materials is like a step up. The cushions feel a bit nicer. The material doesn't feel as like cheap, which is nice. Mic monitoring. And it's just kind of got like where you can hear yourself. It's just got like all the nice features, all the nice setups, everything you would expect for the Turtle Beach headsets. I'd give this one a 7.6 out of 10. You can read my full review in the description below if I do anything like that down the road. But yeah, it's a pretty solid headset offering. I think you'll like it. I think you'll find it helpful. I think it'll deliver if it's something you're looking at. And it does feel like it is a step up from the previous one, just in terms of refreshing and refining already great headset technology from Turtle Beach. And I guess I'm looking forward to covering Gen 4 someday when that comes out, because I can't believe it's already been so long since I covered the previous one. But again, liking the video is great, subscribing is great as well, and if you have questions about the Turtle Beach headsets, let me know.